What's up, y'all? It's Dee about to react to this Abba and Preach vid. So this is an update for the French tragedy on Kick, where the guy got tortured and he died. All right, his friends, people around him, basically killed him. And apparently, the people who tortured and killed him went to his funeral, and they were there with his mama, based on the thumbnail. But why are they not in jail? What is going on, France? But sure, they're going to give us the update and the details. This is sick. Let's watch.
So I wanted to do a little follow-up. Jean-Paul Villeneuve is the story that we covered a couple days back. The French streamer who died during a marathon. There's been an update, quite a few actually. He had his funeral. There's been an autopsy. There's been reports. So I want to kind of go through everything one by one. Jean-Paul Villeneuve, Monsieur Cavin, had his funeral. And his mother, who you remember called into the stream she was texting during the stream saying how disgusting it is, you guys are going too far. Yeah. She said this: the Kick streamers accused of torturing her son are great people and never abused him. I'm proud of them and I want to thank them.
The what? Say that again. What?
What do you think you heard?
Mm-hmm. That's her saying that?
That's her.
Oh,
I'm proud of them and I want to thank them. This is a picture of
They must have paid her off. You are a despicable human being. What the fuck? What? And why are they out of jail? I'm so confused. Even if this is like a pending investigation or whatever the case, they are literally responsible for this man dying. It's on camera. It was recorded, and they were even talking about it before he died. This was premeditated. They were preparing for what they would do and how they would cover their ass if he died. And he's walking free.
them at his funeral.
And people want to talk about the American legal system. And this is not, obviously, this has nothing to do with us. We are not in this. But I think it's very important for people who are American and they only go based on what happens here and the injustice here. I think it's important that y'all understand that this is a worldwide problem. There are injustices everywhere and the legal system is fucked up everywhere. Okay, no place is perfect whatsoever. But this is really sad that these people would still be walking around free and they are at his funeral posing with the mother after they were seen on camera.
Funeral. That's the mom and the two guys.
Ain't no way, bro.
Ain't no way.
Was she coerced into saying that?
She was paid.
How would I know she's coerced? She's saying that at a funeral. Here's some more quotes from her. People are talking nonsense and you shouldn't listen to what they say. These are great people. We have to do our best to help them as much as
Girl, we got eyeballs. I saw what the fuck I saw. And I heard what I heard. And my French friends, I've been preached, they translated for me. So I know what was said. What do you mean? We talking nonsense and they're great people. Great people is crazy. It would be one thing if she didn't think they were at fault. I don't know how you can even think that. But there's an entirely different thing when you're saying that the people who clearly tortured your son, you're saying that they are great people. Great is crazy. After he was texting you saying, I'm trying to get out of here. This is a horrible situation. They won't let me leave. But they're great people? Right.
They're really great people because Jean was able to do so much with them. They have values. JP was
values?
able to do things with them he wasn't able to do back home. Joël went further to dispute claims that the two were violent. They never mistreated him except once in the gym. What happens in the live stream is the live stream. What? Off the live stream is off the live stream, and when they go home, they don't take their work with them.
Okay. The mom is saying that.
Everybody.
A mom like that, who needs enemies? Good Lord.
Can I say something?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Mom is slow too.
Maybe she's paid off.
That don't mean she's definitely paid off. Even if she's slow, that don't mean nothing. There are a lot of slow people. Don't do slow people. I fuck with some slow people, all right? That sounds wild. She's a horrible person. It's not about being slow. She's a terrible person. Because even slow people understand right from wrong. And they would not be saying someone is great who's clearly responsible for killing their child. Well, not child. Obviously, he's older. Son.
I don't know. Because when she was texting him, she was like, you guys are going too far. This is dangerous. You look thin. You know, all this other stuff.
And people were saying that she was calling the police, trying to report them. Like, hey, my son is in danger, da-da-da. But now they're great people and they didn't do nothing wrong. And, oh, well, that was on live stream. That's different. That's work.
these are great people.
Yeah,
and it sounds like a payout.
Sounds like someone's scared.
You know what it also sounds like to me? It sounds like maybe this guy, when he was making all this money on Kick, that maybe his family was taking advantage of him. If that's how you're talking about him, but my mom could never.
Never.
My mom could never say some shit like that about
That's
I mean, she already mistrusts all the niggas around me. And I'm alive.
Preach.
Hey, it was good.
She's like, I don't trust that black man.
That's the
Shut
First time.
That's the first time.
A couple more times, she's like, he might be okay.
And I understand. Look at me.
Yeah, you do look shady. I'm not gonna lie. That's true. Yeah, that's fair. And you might.
I looked at her like this.
You did not do that. You definitely didn't do that. Calm down. But yeah. No, my mom.
I was all smile when I
That's
saw
crazy.
her.
That's
crazy.
Especially if you saw the footage of what they did to your son. Seeing that's just streamed.
My mom
when he's screaming and he's doing all this stuff is crazy.
My mom was.
When you know he's got these heart issues and you see people just raising his cortisol where he's panicking. No, ma'am, stop.
You do stuff like that, and my mom sees it, and I'm gone. Oh my God, you going to?
Right.
You going to?
Yeah, that's all mom stuff.
No, that's a no.
It does get better, guys, but this part
either
Oh, because they are the intro.
paid off, scared,
paid off.
or super slow.
Paid off, 100%. Paid off.
Sure.
That's my bet.
Paid off.
1,000%. They
Yep.
made sure she got her cut. And you know what? A lot of people would sell out their kids. The autopsy. What it revealed is that a post-mortem examination revealed that Mr. Gravin, Jean-Paul Haneuf, Mr. Gravin's death was not the result of trauma or the actions of third party. They're still investigating the toxicology as well as the possibility of other health-related issues that might have caused it. Not completely done, but they're saying it's not third party or trauma. I saw a lot of people running with this headline because I think they were trying to say, well, see, it doesn't mean that none of the stuff that happened had an impact or none of that. But that's not what this autopsy reveals.
No, that's not what it means.
Generally with autopsies, they're not looking at environmental factors, they're not necessarily looking at health factors. The thing about Jean-Paul that you have to know that's important in this whole story is that he had health issues. Not secret health issues, known health issues. In fact, at one point, the guys bring it up and say, if you die, it's because of your health issues. But what were the health
So
issues?
y'all aggravated the health issues, so that's still you killing him.
He had thyroid problems and he had heart-related problems. Why do I bring this up? And how is this relevant to culpability? If I know that somebody has a heart problem or thyroid-related problems, which means you have issues with adrenaline spikes, you have issues with your heart rate, engaging in a lot of activity that would erase that and give you opportunities for cardiac arrest, in my opinion, still involves some level of culpability. I think we'd all agree that if we have a friend who has issues with diabetes, we might not.
No, let's do a sugar challenge.
Right. So I get what they're saying. So the autopsy isn't going to explicitly state that because that's not their job to do that. That goes into police investigation at that point. But that's like if you have an obese person, they 600 pounds, and you force them with a gun to their head, forcing them to run on the treadmill. You can't stop. Like, keep going or I'm going to shoot you. Like, I'm making you run and then they drop dead of a heart attack. You can't be like, oh, well, it's just because they're health. They're obese. So, no, you aggravated this health issue that they already had. Like, their body was already struggling to keep them alive, and their organs are already under a lot of stress. You're forcing them to do this act that is putting more stress on it, aggravating their health issue, and that caused the death. But if they got an autopsy, it wouldn't say, oh, what caused the death is the person who had the gun and forcing them to run. No, it's going to be like heart failure or heart attack or whatever the fuck. So I see what he's saying, but yeah, that doesn't automatically mean that they're not at fault. Like, no, they're just gonna explicitly state what actually caused the death.
Then choking him out, doing these kinds of sleep deprivation, long streams, all these things where they're constantly trying to goad him into having these freakouts and they're beating on him. That are stuff that can exacerbate and start to deregulate his heart. And it's actually quite common to die in your sleep from arrhythmia.
Yeah. Basically,
which is how he died.
Basically, your heart is not beating consistently.
Exactly.
It's.
I just want to contextualize this information. A lot of people are like, "Oh my God, it's not a smoking gun." The investigation will keep on going. We will see. As of now, though, everyone who was involved, all the accounts who participated in this stream, this marathon, or a lot of the Jean-Paul Haneuf, They've all been temporarily banned on Kick until the
That's
investigation
it.
is done.
Jail.
Speaking of Kick, French government is suing Kick for I think over $50 million. And the Australian government has now opened up an investigation into Kick because if you aren't aware, Kick is the headquarters are in Australia. Okay. France is planning to sue Kick for an alleged negligence.
What are y'all doing to
if the company is found violation of rules, it could face fines of up to $50 million. On Tuesday, Paris prosecutor Laure Becot confirmed a formal investigation into whether Kick knowingly broadcast videos of deliberate attacks on personal integrity. Kick said it's reviewing its French content. Our priority is to protect creators and ensure a safer environment on Kick.
Y'all making this about money at this point.
No, review everything, my guy. What are you talking about?
We go on to the second part. Australia opens an investigation too. While France may have limited authority over Kick, which is headquartered in Australia, the case was also caught the eye of Australian e-safety commissioner.
I mean, this
the
is
office
good too.
confirmed that an active investigation is underway and even warned of steep penalties according to the Sydney Morning Herald. This is a tragic case where someone has lost their life and underscores how creation of extreme content, in this case, involves actual violence, can have devastating real-world consequences. Under Australian law, platforms must take responsibility for shielding users from harmful or criminal material and are expected to enforce their own TOS, Terms of Service. A spokesperson told The Guardian, e-safety will use the full range of enforcement powers, as appropriate where there is non-compliance, which can include seeking penalties of up to 50 million AUD. Platforms like Kick need to be doing more to enforce their own TOS and minimize harm. Kick has responded to a lot of this, including the lawsuits that could.
What is it? My bad.
Kick has now given more information from its perspective about the death of Mr. Gramet. It said that the creator died during a typical live stream, and according to prior statements made by Mr. Gramet and other participants, their content was pre-planned and scripted. Kick said Mr. Gramet passed away in bed during the stream, and that it was removed content showing his passing. We are surprised by the messages conveyed by politicians, Kick said. We never tried and will not try to escape or deny our regulatory obligations. We hope that it will be possible to work serenely with French authorities, correct the false narratives that are circulated. This is not about creator safety, customer safety, or the well-being of the industry, but rather a politicized narrative that takes advantage of a tragic personal loss, Kick told BBC News. I told you guys, unless governments get involved, nothing matters. And you're seeing right now, Kick is freaking out because of the fact that now regulatory bodies are getting involved, and it will happen.
Two of them.
I'm telling you guys right now, governments will plaster you, because governments haven't caught up with the internet. Internet's moving at astronomical paces, AI, everything involved, and laws haven't updated, but they need to. The idea that you can get paid to commit crime and that it goes on, and don't tell me oh no, I'm blessed. Listen, the owner of Kick was donating to Jean-Paul Manet's free. He was number 5 on the donors list.
You gotta be.
What are we talking about?
You gotta be kidding.
They knew about this shit happening almost a year beforehand because the French authorities had already opened up an investigation. They're not enforcing their TOS. So let them get fined. I don't even care if they lose everything.
What the fuck did you just say?
Yes, they can get fined, pay the 50 million, whatever, cool. But what about these niggas? Why are they roaming free and going to people's funeral? What's happening with them? What's the update on that?
Number 5 on the donor list was the owner of Kick. And this is not a anti-Kick thing. Kick is probably the worst offender right now. But another one's going to sprout in this place where it allows people to do whatever the fuck they want. And we have to put in place protections where audiences can't have access to these websites easily just because they want to. Snuff films, when I was growing up, were regulated to specific kinds of websites. And those websites never lasted long.
Like the dark fucking web. That's what that was giving. Dark web content, which has always creeped me out. But that's the type of shit that they putting out there.
No.
And they shouldn't.
They were shut down pretty quickly.
We should not incentivize people to commit crimes. I'm good with government getting involved. And this is where you need government regulation. I know everyone shits on the government all the time. This, that, and third.
They need to intervene sometimes. Because people are fucking sick. And if you let them run amok and, freedom, everybody gets to do what they want, crazy shit start happening. Because there are a lot of sick people in the world who will do terrible things. So there needs to be some type of government regulation.
Because when you let the free market decide, this is what happens.
Hello.
People die on your television because it's profitable and it's funny.
People pay for that.
People will pay. There's some sick fucks. No,
Hell no.
There's no update
Ain't
on
no
the
way,
people?
no.
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
Boy, no way, boy. I don't know if there's just not an update or do they not know the update, but please shed some light on the situation. Why are these people free? What's going on? I don't know anything about the French legal system, but this just sounds like, they would at least be in jail while the investigation is pending. Or maybe they had bail or something like that. They're out on bail. Or were they ever jailed at all to begin with? Or they're just running free and they have no plans to even throw them in jail? Like, what the fuck is going on? This is crazy. Crazy. Yeah, very sad situation. RIP to him. And yeah, hopefully everybody pays. The people who are responsible for doing this and Kick. And the CEO was like contributing to this happening by being one of the donators and watching it and being entertained by it. He needs to also go down and check his hard drives. What the fuck you into? Weird as hell. Y'all let me know what y'all think, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.